looking on, getting a feel for this finals range. Time now for the compound mixed doubles gold medal match. And it's the RAF against India. Big matchup for the gold medal here. RAF line up with Tatiana Andreevskaya, the world number 11, and she's teamed up with Bear Shigaev, the world number 2. They both competed in Tokyo, but it was a bronze for Shigaev. They go up against India, who line up with a very simply named Jyoti, also a Paralympic athlete from Tokyo, the world number 24, and she's teamed up with Shyam Swami, the world number 18, another Tokyo 2020 Paralympian. RAF versus India for the compound mixed doubles gold medal here in Dubai. So I'll be over to Swami to get us underway. Solid start. Both of those look really close, didn't they, Nikki?
Yeah, they did. We'll have to perhaps wait for a judge just to clarify those, but yeah, possibly one in, one out. Not quite sure. Oof.
A little bit of Bo Kondo there.
It worked for him. Hit his first arrow, didn't he? Right next to it. Great shot.
So both of Jyoti's arrows just drifting off to the left, high left, around about 10 o'clock, making a little adjustment. Well, high quality start, and then it just started to drift off a little bit. Now I noticed a little bit of adjustment on both teams. I think it was Swami that was adjusting his peep sight, was it?
Yeah, little twist. So in the string there is what we call a peep sight. It's a little bit of plastic generally with a hole, and that's like if you imagine shooting a gun, you have a front sight and a back sight. So same in compound, the back sight is that peep sight on the string. Sometimes that twists a little bit. If it twists, you can't see as well. So just make an adjustment to see that it's straight, so you can see his scope really well.
And just to add to the tension, we are going to have a measure here of at least one arrow in the target. We've got the scores provisionally at India on 38, leading by 2. But that could change. Impressive start though, Nikki, from both teams.
Yeah, really good, given that, you know, it looks like they're getting buffeted by the wind a little bit. It looks like there's a little bit of wind shooting around this venue, so it's quite hard when you've got like this corridor down the right side. The wind can do strange things. It's very different from being on an open field where you can see and feel it coming. So, yeah, they've got to see what's happening and make the adjustments they need to.
Well, the scores have been altered. One of the RAF scores was marked up to a 10, so a 37 plays 38 RAF to lead the line in end number 2. Shyam Swami, 25 years old. Competed at the Paralympic Games last year. Bizarrely named the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games, even though they took place in 2021. So strong finish there. Provisionally on a 76. This is solid. What a great finish there. What a great second end for India. Provisionally on for 40. 3 10s and an X. Looks like they're going to finish on a 78 at the halfway stage. Very solid shooting from the Indians.
Yeah, we've got to remember this is over 50 metres. They're making it look quite easy, aren't they? But 80 centimetre face at 50 metres. So, yeah, really, really great shooting for both teams.
As we wait for the scores to be confirmed, RAF had one arrow marked up in the first end. They are having the fourth arrow measured. That could get marked down, I think, this time for a 75. A big lead. The two athletes for RAF are in chairs versus the two standing athletes from India. What is the biggest difference between shooting from a standing and a sitting position?
It's really the way your core works. So I've noticed the archers from the RAF are sat in the chair, but they've also got straps around their torsos, if you notice. So usually in this division, it's an archer that has an issue with either one limb, upper or lower, and the core is usually okay. But I think for these archers, they're probably, I'm only guessing, they're probably mid-spinal injuries, so they have got some support around their middle as well. So that's given them some core support that they need to be on a level playing field.
Well, a 2-point lead for India at the halfway stage. A first perfect score of the match in the second end for the Indians. It will be RAF to get the third end underway. It's over to Tatiana Andreevskaya. Jyoti looking on with a little concern there. Listening to the expert opinion of former world #1 Nikki Hunt, Nikki has mentioned that the wind conditions are changeable. It's not a fast or a heavy wind, but it does look like it's different at the shooting end all the way down the range to the target.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the archers look like they're getting a little bit buffeted. Jyoti shooting that wrist release, a little bit different from the other archers here. You can see a handheld release. And just that, you know, she wasn't far off the 9. She looked disgusted with it, didn't she? But, you know, an 8 in these conditions, I think, is pretty good.
Well, that was called a 9. I think that will go for a measure. Provisional 113 for RAF. Oh, drifting even further away. That's a definite 7. So something not right for Jyoti here. Potentially, these two teams are all square. It's all going to come down to the measure on the 4th arrow for RAF. Now, what on earth has happened to Jyoti?
Yeah, she just seems to have lost her confidence a bit. You see the coach stepping in now, just going through a few things with her. I think it's just a bit of confidence. You know, it's a lot of pressure at stake here. You know, for India to win this would be their first ever gold medal at the World Champs. So it's a big deal. You know, these guys really want to get this gold medal. She's just got to stay relaxed, stick with her process and normal shooting. Look at her body language now. She's got to pick herself up, get right back out there and shoot the best she can.
Yeah, so just coming off the boil a little bit, but there are some of the supporters, some of the delegation here, of course, special measures still in place around the World for Sporting and multi-people events. So limited crowd, COVID mitigation policies still in place. And we do get confirmation that the RAF's arrow was marked down, the 4th one. So a single point match here. 1-1-3 for India. They lead by 1 as we go into the 4th and final end. This for the gold medal in the compound mixed doubles. Can Jyoti and Shrami pull themselves together? Shrami has been shooting consistently throughout. Will need a good arrow to give his partner a big opportunity here, and that's not what they were after. Well, look at how this one has turned around. Swami, who dropped a 7 with his first arrow. Pulled it back into the middle here. Provisionally on a 139. Finishing on a 148, that could get marked up. Drifted out into the 9 there. So a 9 to be sure of at least a tiebreaker. Pops it into the 10, and that is a win whatever happens to the arrow from India. RAF looks set to take gold. We do wait for the confirmation from the scoring judge, but what a turnaround, Nikki, what a turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, India just really slipped in then the last 2 ends. They just couldn't keep those arrows together. RAF remained strong all the way through. And is it enough to take that gold?
Well, we wait to find out. I think it will be, though, because even if the second arrow from India gets marked up to a 9, that puts them on 149, and I think all the arrows from RAF were pretty clear. A 10 to finish things off, and a 150 on the scoreline. Arrows being pulled will indicate that they have concluded, and the winners of the mixed doubles bronze about to be confirmed. I think these fist bumps or handshakes will confirm it. So there we have it, RAF confirmed as the compound mixed doubles gold medalists, champions of the world here in Dubai.